What's up? This is episode 5 of Almost
5.
Entertaining. Now there's 3
my
things
favorite.
that almost counts now in 3 things. Horseshoes, hand grenades, and now being entertaining.
We'll
Anyways.
never be entertaining.
Episode 5.
Let's go.
Why does his name sound like a Mexican name?
Whose name?
Brian Flores?
Yeah.
I didn't name him.
Is he Mexican?
No, he's black. It's part of the controversy. Okay, so Mark, can you explain to me the whole thing with Brian Flores a little bit?
So apparently he was told to tank games, and every game he lost, he would get paid $100,000.
Yeah.
And then there's a thing called the Rooney Rule where teams get incentives if they interview minorities. I don't know where to look at. But if they interview minorities, they get incentives. If they hire them, they get more incentives.
Of course.
And that's the way old white people are trying to make, the old white rich people are trying to make them feel better, basically.
Yeah, make themselves feel better.
Yeah. And as you know, there's not that many black coaches, Mexican coaches, Indian coaches, women coaches. It's all white people. And so they're trying to get past that.
Well, like as a non-white, I personally feel that that's bullshit. I think that I don't give a fuck if he's black, white, whatever. If he's good at the job, that's who should get the job. And
right.
I think it's kind of it's gonna make things not as good. Like if the black guy that is going up against the white guy to get hired, and the white guy's a better coach, but the black guy gets hired to meet a quota, that's just, you're going backwards. You're not. There's absolutely no progress.
The word you used right there, quota, is exactly why this is not working. Is because they're only doing that to meet the quota.
Yeah, and that's dumb. It seems logical to me. It seems like basic logic to me that that's not going to work out. All right, let me hear some more about it though. So what's going on now?
So he's suing the NFL.
Millions or what?
No, he's doing class action lawsuit, which means anybody who's ever been interviewed by the NFL can be a part of it. So also he's claiming the same thing. So he was brought into the New York Giants as a head coach possibility for an interview, and they only did that to meet that quota. So, whatever the NFL is trying to do they're not doing it well to make it better for the racial quality,
Yeah. There's no such thing as equality.
No, and there's a lot of like ex-black players that are trying to get coaching jobs who have never coached before, but they're trying to get. They're ex-players. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But they've never coached, so they're being brought in, and so it's just something that over time. I mean, the NFL is, I think 70% is black now.
Yeah.
Which is because black people are better athletes than I am. And so eventually it's going to change, but it's not changing right now. And with the old white money, it's never going to change until that white money's gone, basically.
Yeah, for sure. And and like, you can't blame white people. You can't blame it's not a white person's fault that he happens to.
I think you can blame old white people.
Yeah, well, I guess some of them, but you can't blame, it's not their fault that they happen to have the most money in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, take money from somebody or have them have less money because they're white? Like, I don't know. It's just
no. Yeah.
It's like
I don't. I definitely don't have the answer, without a doubt. I have
For me,
zero answer.
I'm like more power to them. I'm happy for them that they get to have the most money in the world. Like I don't know. Like I'm not hating on anybody. Like
Except for they don't pay tax.
if I was in that position, I wouldn't want anybody to try to take it away from me or try to change things for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
No, I get that. It's just, they also know how to skip out on, like I said, taxes.
yeah.
They don't have the responsibility that you and I have, because if they get in trouble, guess what? They're out of trouble because they have the money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Tim brought up something about us being arrested. All of us have to do our time and have to pay our fines, where they don't. Robert Kraft.
You got enough money, you can kill, rape, fucking child molest, fucking. Then that one dude, he's like a prince or some shit, right? And he was like going on Epstein's plane and going to the island and banging kids and shit. But he's royalty. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna get the best lawyer that you could possibly get, and he's gonna get off for it with nothing, like no punishment. Like it's just
during the Trump election, I was gonna vote for McAfee, who started the antivirus stuff on your computer. He turns out, like, I thought he was hilarious. Smoke weed, married a prostitute,
that kind of guy.
And then turns out he killed people, raped people. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, of course this guy did. He had all the money in the world.
Yeah.
So, again, old white money.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. And it is pretty sad that you can get away with murder. Not that necessarily everybody that has a lot of money wants to murder and wants to kill and wants to rape or whatever, but it's if you do have that kind of money and you're up there and you are a piece of shit and you do things that are like that, then you can get away with it. It's fucking, especially in America, but pretty much, everywhere in the world, I'm sure.
If I had all the money in the world, I would just ask people to leave me alone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch anybody. I wouldn't murder anybody. I would just be like, no, this is it.
I feel the same way. I would want to be out of the spotlight, out of the fame. I would use my money to be reclusive, really, is what I would do. Just
I would give back, because I do like doing that. Like, just every once in a while, just like an anonymous donation, just be like, all right, yeah, let's help out this school or, this city or something like that, just to help out.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. I think most normal people, especially people that don't have money to start with, would be the same way. But when you got money from the get-go, it's like, it's kind of, I really am. I don't envy them. I'm sorry. I really, I think it's awesome for the people that do have that kind of money, that do good things in the world and give back, and they had that money from the get-go, because that it takes a really good, it takes a lot of integrity and a lot of, real care and love in your heart to actually grow up with money from the get-go and become still a good person, because I'm sure that money is going to make it really easy for you to be a bad person if you want to go that route.
Well, to bring it back to the NFL, you look at, again, race issues. You see so many younger black kids in the NFL who came from nothing. They just give back, or they buy their parents a house or a car. And that's the coolest story ever,
Yeah, exactly.
And then, what's up?
Sorry.
I'm
trying to post the link to your Facebook, but it's like not, it says a security check is required. So I don't know if you got to like approve it or something.
I don't know why that would happen.
Here, I'll share the link here. You guys got Google Docs? You ever use Google Docs, Joseph?
No, what's that?
It's just like a notepad, but it's on Google, so it's like in the cloud. So like if I started a Google Doc and added you and Mark, like anything I type, like you could see it in real time, like typing out on. It's just like a notepad. It's like
could I add on to it?
Yeah, I was because it would be cool because I could put the links and stuff in this doc, and then you guys could just I don't have to copy, paste it, share it, paste
Yeah,
it.
I just thought that would be kind of a fun thing to do, like a community writing kind of thing.
Oh yeah, you could do that. I do it all the time. I do it with the
That'd
dude
be
in
sick.
Louisiana pretty often, actually. Whenever writing up like copy for sales pages and stuff, like I'll be typing and he'll go through and be typing. It's like all happening at the same time.
I like
So
that.
watch.
That'd be
Let's
really
see.
fun to write a song like that.
That would be hard. Don't you think that'd be hard? A story would be cool.
Penis hard?
So look, if I add you guys, penis hard? Is my penis hard?
Is my penis hard?
Wait, is
Well,
my
we try to do that with songs all the time, you know, with
Communal
ideas.
I'm gonna name before it's shared. Okay, so
Turn
yeah,
off.
here. Add.
I keep looking at what we're streaming on my computer instead of my phone.
So watch if you guys go to Google Docs, or you might get like an email or something.
So there's a girl that I like.
What?
Yeah. I was gonna ask you how'd that go?
Like
with that
for
show?
real?
Oh, not for real. I don't like any women. I hate them all. But
Oh, dang.
just kidding. I
Brutal.
love women.
Brutal. Look,
What were you gonna say, Tim? What girl? When? Oh, that one. Yeah.
the one that you told me you were gonna hang out with the other day or whatever.
Yeah, no, it was cool. But there's another one that I like a lot that comes into my job, and I said this. I was so proud of myself because
Definitely don't show either of them this.
I'm not really. I mean, if I don't say any names, it could be anybody. Like,
Yeah, but the fact that you have two that you just mentioned, don't show either of those two. You're like, I like this one, but I like this one better.
Let's see a picture. Can we get pictures or no?
You want pictures? For
Dick
me?
pics.
I can send you guys pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. What is I mean, like not like those kind, but what does she look like?
Well, it's me, so she's not gonna be.
The girl is you. You like a girl that's you.
Hey, he's the Mexican, so
I like the girl that is you.
I like me.
I would date a girl that looks like Joseph.
You should hear the compliments I give myself.
What did
You
you
should hear
just
the
send?
compliments I give myself. I tell myself every day, damn, good naked.
Yep.
You look like spit.
Speaking of naked, I realized I'm the least naked person in the world. Like I don't like being naked when I'm home alone, and I don't sleep naked. I like sleep with a shirt on and pants on. Like I like when I'm in the shower for that little bit of time that I'm washing myself. That's literally the only time I'm ever naked ever. Like I hate being naked. I don't get.
What about when you're having sex? Do you get all
shirt
the
on? Shirt on.
Shirt on while you're
You
having
have socks on?
Most of the time, I have sex with my shirt on.
Do you have socks
I
on?
really don't like being naked, for real. What's that?
Socks?
Yeah, probably have socks on. Probably.
I love being naked.
I really don't. I really don't like it.
That's so funny, dude. I look great naked. I look great naked. You guys want to see?
It's not about how I look. I just am like a very.
Oh, this is my time to take my shirt off. Shout out to this band, by the way. It's a really good band.
Is it though?
They'll probably never. It's a good punk band. They'll never see it.
Okay.
But
okay.
I think
I might as well take my shirt off now since we're talking about it.
Oh
more
no.
private. I think I'm a lot more private than the actual average person.
Oh no.
Bam.
Like I'm a stall guy. Like I know you guys aren't gonna fuck.
Oh, you're a stall guy?
I'm a stall guy. Like I need a stall. Like I cannot just piss like on a urinal or whatever the fuck. I need a stall.
What's
Kyle's
a stall?
the same way.
A
My
stall.
brother
Like,
Kyle is the same way.
It's what do you call it? You can't piss in a urinal, so you go in the stall to pee.
Oh.
Yeah.
I usually do too, but I'll piss in a urinal too. I'll piss outside. I'll piss
that's my
standing
point.
next to Mark. I'll piss anywhere, but usually
my
I go
point.
into a stall to pee too.
Yeah.
A lot of
Well-
times it's because I'm vaping. So I'll go into the stall just so I can vape real quick.
Now we got to talk about, because Tim has a really good stream I've seen him piss over a fence onto a roof before. So
true.
Yeah.
And you know who's
That's-
got me beat though? Ryan Carpenter's got me beat.
I've heard.
I wish I could
I've
see.
heard.
I had a picture of him from back in the day that he was pissing really good over like a car. I think he was pissing over a car. I'm trying to remember the picture. I can't remember, but when he was working with us.
See, like I would never even be in the situation where somebody could even like think about seeing me pee over a car. Like that's so far from me. I was like, I'm cool off all that shit. Like I just
No, maybe it's because I have
Speaking of, remember when you got fucking in trouble? Oh, you know what I heard?
I got in trouble?
Well, I was gonna bring up a story about you getting in trouble peeing, but it reminded me of in
that's why I don't like fucking peeing public right there. It's perfect.
I can't remember where it's at, but there's a country that if you get caught peeing, it's like $800 fine in public. But if you get caught masturbating, it's like $100 fine. So if you get caught peeing in public in this place, just tell them you were masturbating and you'll save like 700. It's some place that takes euros. So I don't know. It's like 800 euros for peeing, but like 200 euros for pissing.
That's weird.
So I think that's like dollars. It's still pretty close
weird.
to dollars.
You mean masturbating is 200 peeing?
Yes.
That's weird. That's really weird.
If you get caught peeing,
Joseph almost got arrested for peeing at a show.
I did. I got in real trouble over that. I got a fucking ticket and really it was fucking stupid.
It was in Livermore.
And I'm like the least.
You didn't get put on a list? Because some places will put you on a list.
I don't think so. I mean, as far as I know, I don't think so. I just what happened was we were at
I'm
a
assuming
show.
you would know.
Yeah, we were at a show and we were unloading stuff, and I had to go really bad. And my girlfriend, of course, was like, "Just go, just go right here," And I'm like, "I hate peeing in public. I don't want to pee in the bush, whatever." And then I had really had to go, and there was no bathroom around, and so I fucking, against my own, notions of, I thought to myself I shouldn't do it, and I did it anyways. And of course, a cop happens to drive by, flashes his light at me, and fucking gives me a ticket or some shit. Like, he like really took my ID down, took all my information down, gave me a ticket. I was like, dude, I just had to pee. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's not like I was peeing in front of people. Like, I went to like a corner and like in a bush, and like I hate peeing.
Right, too small to see anyways. So
Is that a Mexican joke? That's a racist joke.
No, that's a white joke for sure. No, they're trying to pass in Nevada here because technically you can drink in public, but they're trying to pass a law where you can't drink in public because so many people defecate or urinate in public that they're blaming it on alcohol. And it's like, no, that's people.
Yeah, that definitely is.
No, not yet. That's a different. If someone gets caught doing those, it's already breaking the law. But if you're drinking in public while doing it, they're trying to pass it so there's no longer drinking in public because of those reasons.
So I thought you could only go from like point A to point B when you're drinking.
Technically, yes.
So they would just get more strict with that rule, or what?
Yeah, they're just adding more laws for no reason. Listen, if you're pissing or shitting in public, that's it. Period. That's it.
Especially shitting.
Especially shitting. If you're
shitting
having your period or shitting in public,
I've only done that twice. So that's all I got.
Put your fucking shirt on.
Leave it off.
I thought you guys just asked me to take my clothes off.
Leave it off.
No.
Leave it off.
Joseph puts his clothes on to have sex. You need to put your clothes on to have a podcast. It's the same thing.
Fine. I enjoy it though. I feel good when I have less clothes on. All right, let's go back to this band. Stay out.
Mark, so I sent you something.
But I'm on my phone now.
Oh, you're on your phone now. So I have to
Yeah, so
email it to you.
Yeah.
I mail it.
I mail it. I just want you to share it to your Facebook. Here, let me.
Yeah. I'm on my phone, dude.
Yeah, well, hold on. Your Facebook is.
You told me to get off my camera.
Oh, did you check your emails and see if that doc came up? That Google
No,
Doc?
you sent it to my phone, I think.
Oh, I wanted to tell you guys about the line that I used at work the other day.
No, I sold it to Mark at Price Tag Pro and Piznak at Gmail.
Oh, okay. I got that. Yeah, it didn't show. Nothing showed up.
You clicked it?
It shows an email, but it doesn't. There's nothing.
Go to. It's nothing.
This isn't even entertaining.
It is entertaining. Why are you so negative?
Not
Are
even
you worried like somebody's gonna think you're not cool or something?
Oh, I already know they don't think I'm cool. I'm not worried about that.
Who cares? We're hanging out, bro. It's all good.
We're hella cool, by the way.
Have any of you guys ever been arrested before?
Yes. Are we talking about that?
Wait, somebody's watching. Oh, it's me.
Who's been arrested more, me or Mark?
Mark.
Yeah.
It was like a
100%.
hobby. Getting arrested was like a hobby for Mark for a while.
Yeah. How many times have you get like numerous? You can't even count anymore, or like 10 times, like less than 10 times?
No, it's over 10 times.
Okay.
2 states.
Got my ass beat.
At least 5 counties.
So how many states have you been arrested in, Mark?
3, I think.
Damn.
3 states. White. Yeah.
You're white.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm still alive.
My dad, who's a correctional officer, he was saying that he looks at white guys in the prison and he's like, "Come on, man, you're white. Like, what are you doing? Like, you got dealt some pretty good cards in your life. Like, what are you doing in here? You know what I'm saying?"
That's hella
but
funny.
yeah, what's the longest you've ever had to stay in jail for?
Well, because I'm white.
This is bad.
No, the longest I stayed in jail was, I want to say, 6 or 7 days.
Okay, you got me beat on that too. Damn.
It was honestly, it was summer camp for criminals is where I went. It was in, where'd you pick me up, Tim?
It's in like French camp, I think.
French camp.
Yeah, I stayed.
So it was outdoors.
It was, they
People
call
knew
it
me because of KOT, which was stupid. I had money on my books. They served Mountain Dew. They had Top Ramen. They had Marlboro Reds. I got outdoor every day. I had to work.
They call it the Honor Farm, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Honor Farm. That's what it's called.
So it was summer camp for criminals, for sure.
I was in jail in French camp, and it was way worse than that. It fucking sucked when I went.
Yeah, no, Mark was in honor camp. So he's like, it's basically like you're not actually in the
honor camp then.
Honor camp was like behind the jail.
Oh,
and it was like grass and volleyball courts and shit, huh?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was in jail.
It was outdoors.
Not in honors camp.
But it was like an alcohol related thing, right, Mark?
No, at that point, I think they're
all alcohol related. I think everything you do is alcohol related.
Both of them, yeah. But I think that was the time your mom tried to help me.
Oh, no. So instead of going to jail, you went to Honor Farm instead?
Dude, I forget, dude. It's been
so many times, bro. I just they all blend together.
They just blend together.
I wonder if you added them all together, like how long would it be? Like one sentence, you know?
So where did you go to jail other than California and Nevada?
That's it, I think, that I know of.
They said 3 states. Did you go to jail when you guys were on tour?
No. Luckily, no.
Surprisingly, no.
Surprisingly, no. So we got busted in Florida. We were in Daytona Beach, and these guys over here, they were smoking weed on a beach, and I was just running around again with as little clothes as possible. I was jumping in the water, jumping in pools and stuff like that. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, I remember that was in Daytona, and we tried to sleep on the beach, right? That's when we ran out of gas and we were broke, dead broke at the end of the line. We just got to Florida and that was it. No more money, no shows, no nothing. And we stayed on the beach. We ended up getting a show that night, made a shitload of money, and then we ended up staying on the beach. And the cops came, or Coast Guard or whatever the fuck. And I was tripping because we had weed, because back then
weed is a big deal.
Weed is a big deal, dude. And I don't know, like, you know, I was what, 20 years old back then. So I was like hella scared.
I think you were like, freshly 21.
Or you're right. I was, because you're right. Because we left on Father's Day, which was June, and my birthday was May. So I had just turned 21. That's right. Didn't I have to have like my ID mailed to me or something at some point?
I don't remember.
I feel like
I remember I had to use your ID to purchase beer because I lost my wallet at one point.
But dude, that's a crazy story, because lost your wallet in like Pensacola, Florida, and then some random person found it and mailed it back to Mark's house.
Wow.
Good so let's go back to why did we almost get a ticket?
For what?
In Daytona.
Oh, because of the weed. So we had weed, obviously, and so did he find? I'm trying to remember if he found it or if he didn't even say anything about it.
All right, so I remember this because I wasn't high at the time. So whoever, I think it was Tim, tried to bury the pipe in the sand.
That's right.
And then the cop or whoever he was like, dude, if you didn't do that, I would have let you go. Or I wasn't going to do anything. And then, I mean, he was cool. I was running around knocking over lifeguard stands, so I should have been arrested the whole time.
Well, you got to take it.
Yeah. Tim tried to like bury it in the sand, and he's like, okay, now I have to do something.
And what did he do? He just kicked us off, right?
I think so. He really did. I think he's just like, all right, get off. And then we went and slept in our RV with all of the sand.
Dude, we grabbed like half of that beach and brought it, because it was like, hey, you guys can't sleep here. And it's like 2 a.m. So he's like, you gotta get up now. I gotta go. So we're like, fuck. So we grab everything, go into the RV, and just like brought in all of that sand. Dude, there's probably still fucking sand in that RV, dude.
Did you take
it is?
I think we still have it. I feel like he didn't take it.
He broke it. He made you guys break it, I think.
It was a metal pipe. I wonder if he made us like take it apart.
No, it was glass. I think it was glass. Yeah. And he's like, all right, well, now we got to break it or whatever. Which is weird. That means a cop is littering on the beach.
So you might be getting too confused, maybe, because when I got pulled over for drunk driving, when the only time I've ever drank it and drove in, we had a pipe too, and he asked me, and I told him. I was like, yeah, I gotta okay, I remember. So I had weed and pipe. I stashed the weed. He asked me, I was like, yeah, actually, there's a glass pipe in there. So he's like, go get it. So I went and grabbed it, and he's like, just throw it. So I had to throw it at the railroad tracks. Is that what you remember? Or is that separate?
No. Yeah, that's hilarious, though.
And then I remember.
So you want to tell that story then?
What's even better is, okay, we could tell the whole story, but we'll give the ending first, just like James Cameron does or whatever. So the fucking cop, I was like, so I was being cooperative, right? So they were being coolish, right? So he's like, I was like, man, like I'm almost home. Like I literally don't even live 1 mile away from here. So dude, one of the CHPs hopped in my car with all of these fuckers in it and drove my car to my mom's house, parked it, and then fucking took me to jail, dude.
Wow.
So he like was sitting on my weed and drove.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I drove you guys all to my house. And
I was not there. No way.
100%. 100%. because I remember I'm like, fuck, my mom's gonna see, she's gonna see, but she didn't see nothing. She didn't know him for like years and
Well,
years.
she's gonna see now.
She knows now. I've told her about it, but like, yeah, she didn't know. She had no idea.
I just thought of a story thinking about cops and your mom and our parents. Do you remember when we had a bunch of stuff and my dad? So we were living in Ripon at the time. Me and Tim.
Sublime.
Huh?
Sublime.
Oh, it's a better story.
No, that's pretty good one too, though. So me and Tim decided to partake in something we shouldn't have been doing, and so we had a bunch of paraphernalia in our front room because we were like, doing stupid shit we shouldn't be doing. And my dad, I fucked up the story already. So we hear a knock at the door, and we're obviously nervous as fuck because nobody ever knocks.
Because all the curtains are closed and all the blinds are closed because we're doing sketchy, hellish, sus-ass shit. Yeah, right.
I run to the door. I look through the peephole. All I see is a badge. That's all I see. And so I freak the fuck out, tell Tim. He dumps stuff out, throws it in the fucking toilet. We freak out, hide everything, and then knock again. So we got to go answer the door. So I answer the door. It's my dad. Dressed up in his correctional with a friend. So there's my dad and his friend, and he's there in his uniform, and it was terrible. We wasted a bunch of stuff that we didn't need to waste, and it was just.
I tell that story all the time, dude.
So my dad let me. He used to let me borrow the truck whenever I was younger. Like we must have been like 17 to 19 years old. Me and Tim driving around in my truck, and so I started, I was pretty terrible. So like the truck would get messed up and I put a hole in the seat because I'm, smoking or whatever, or
the ignition switch. The ignition had started with a screwdriver and shit.
The window got cracked because I started shit with some dude at a party. So we threw a fucking bottle at my window, just dumb shit. And so my dad's like, "What's going on with this truck?" And I'm like, "I don't know, I just, whatever." And he's like, "I know what it is. It's you and Tim smoking on blunts and listening to Sublime."
tweaking on blunts and listening.
Sorry, damn Tim, you know it better than me.
He's like, "Oh, you guys tweaking on blunts and bumping Sublime," which
is hilarious because a blunt does not make you tweak at all. But back in those days, he just
your
thought
dad should know too. Your dad would know that.
Yeah.
Well, back in those days,
how's the song go? I don't do dope, but I do pot.
Yeah. I don't do dope, but I do pot. Yeah, dude.
I do have to give a shout out to Tim's mom because she tried at least 2 or 3 times to save me.
I gotta give a shout out.
It never worked, but shout out to Sue.
Shout out to Tim's mom because she liked me more than pretty much all other Tim's friends. No offense, Mark.
She did because Joseph.
Dude, I might have to compete with that because she liked me a lot. So
yeah. She liked you a lot, but she didn't like you for a long time. She's always liked Paul.
Yeah, that's true.
Like at first, she didn't like.
So he's better. Part. Whatever, Sue. Whatever.
Because her name's Linda, but her middle name's Sue.
Oh, Linda.
Well, I was wondering who Sue was. I thought I had it wrong this whole time. I was
my mom's name's Linda Sue, but Brian's mom's Sue, so maybe that's where you're getting it screwed up. But
yeah, either way.
She used to always make comments about how Mark's on drugs.
Never done drugs.
And the funny thing is, everyone else was on drugs, but not Mark.
The least druggy person out of all your friends.
The only one not on drugs.
I love that.
That's fucking funny.
The one guy that's not on drugs that Tim brought over.
Still didn't believe. I'm like, Mark doesn't do drugs. She's like,
and just to bring it back again, I was also arrested way more than everybody else. So.
Yeah, you're the worst. It was like that was like your image, like you were just the bad boy,
Yeah. You didn't need drugs to be a bad
boy. Everybody was stealing, doing drugs. I was just drinking, having fun, which is again.
Alcohol is a drug, but
alcohol is terrible. It's worse than weed.
You've never, as far as I've.
You know me. If you want to talk about it, alcohol is way worse. Way worse.
Alcohol is bad, dude.
I agree.
But that's my drug and tobacco.
I've seen I think more people struggle with alcohol than I have with anything else. And I've seen
Oh,
a lot of people
Well, it's also the only drug you can actually die from, like overdosing or
what?
not overdosing,
One.
Detoxing?
detoxing.
Yeah, you can go into like shock or whatever. But I
Oh,
think
okay. I
that's
see what
for
you're saying.
I think that's for
Yeah.
people that drink like
You can't
hard
die from
alcohol like every day,
heroin
all day
withdrawal?
long, you know?
You can't die from heroin withdrawal.
I don't think so. I
No,
don't
you
think
you
anybody's
can
ever died.
yeah.
So they say
But-
for alcohol, it's like a dehydration and then like a
Just a shock to your heart.
yeah, shock. Yeah, it's shock. So
Yeah.
like technically you die from shock and not withdrawal or whatever.
Jesus.
So you have to like wean off of alcohol. I mean, you could still fucking do it. People have done it.
It's a hell
You
of
know
a
what I
drug.
mean? If you're a weak little bitch, then you
Well,
probably
like
die.
you know, I will always be an advocate for alcohol because that's my drug. And
Hey.
then the problem with weed and any other drug, when they try to legalize it, they start attacking alcohol and taxing alcohol. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, leave my drug alone. I'll allow you to have your drug.
Separate them. Yeah.
Yeah, they
That
always
way you
got to
can
pair them
alcohol in
together. They always got to pair alcohol versus weed, but really, it's like that's like apples and oranges. They're two completely different drugs, dude.
Yeah, they try to compare weed and cocaine and weed and heroin and all that shit. It's fucking dumb.
So
No.
dumb.
Yeah.
When a pharmaceutical fucking pill is probably the worst shit that's out there.
That's what you
right now.
compare to heroin.
That's
Pharmaceutical.
what you compare to heroin. That
Exactly.
shit's bad. God damn, that shit's bad.
I'm an advocate for weed.
Hey,
I wish I liked weed more than I
it
like
doesn't
alcohol.
work. Yeah, it doesn't work for everybody. But dude, like, I am an advocate for drugs. If you want to do drugs, you should be able to do fucking drugs, dude. Just don't be a piece of shit person, right?
Yeah.
There's like a
Just
lot of
don't
people
fuck with me or fuck with them.
There's like, who's that doctor? There's like some doctor or professor. It's a black guy. Not that it matters what color
I
he
know
is,
who
but
you're talking about.
you know who I'm talking about?
The guy that
So
does
he-
a little bit of heroin here and there, but he's
Yeah,
like,
he's like, yeah, I do. He's like, says something about doing heroin. Everybody's laughing, and he's like, they're like, wait, you're serious? He's like, yeah, I'm fucking serious. He's like, it's a great drug, you know. And he talks about, he's like, just don't fucking abuse them. Don't be a piece of shit, you know. Like, it comes
Don't
down to
Yeah,
what?
microdosing. Microdosing is a huge thing nowadays.
I don't know about
Like-
microdosing, but I
Like
mean, I'm
shrooms
not
and stuff.
advocating. I am not in any way, shape, or form advocating doing drugs. I'm not saying anybody should do drugs, but I think that
they should be legal.
they should be legal. You should be able, if one person wants to go and try to do drugs, they should be able to do that in a safe
Freedom.
environment, right? Because I recognize, like, growing up in a family that does have drug addicts, right? I've grown up in a family to where it's been okay for people, like one side of the family, it's okay. We don't care if you're fucked up. We just want you to be here, right? So, like, sometimes I'd have the uncles or aunts or whatever that are fucked up, but they'd always be there for the family shit.
Beautiful
And I
thing.
always felt like that was so much
I
more
gotta pee.
important. Instead of like being like, we don't want you around if you're doing that. Like, that's fucked
beautiful.
up.
Yeah, why you want to close out the person who's going through the worst thing and out of everybody, you know? Like, he's
And then it,
obviously
like-
got a problem with drugs. Why are you going to close him out, shut him out from everybody? If
Yeah,
anything,
because
he
it-
needs you.
Then it perpetuates that weird behavior, that shady behavior, and that like isolation. Like, it perpetuates that because it's like they gotta feel like they gotta hide shit. Then they're
Yeah.
lying, and now
Yeah.
they're lying and hiding when it's just like, you know what I mean?
You
I
can
don't
nip
know.
all that in the butt by being honest with each other and not shaming somebody for doing whatever they're doing.
Yeah,
Also,
'cause go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't know. Go ahead.
Also, if drugs are legal, me and you aren't going to start doing heroin tomorrow if it's legal.
No.
And that person that does heroin, he's going to do it whether or not it's legal or are illegal. He's going to get that drug no matter what he's going to do. He's going to get that drug. So it's just all it does is it keeps the criminals in, you know, all these people that are not even really real criminals in jail. And it's just like, and it keeps the gangs going stronger because the gangs are making drug money, which is like their main source of income. And if we were to legalize drugs here in America, the whole fucking, all that money that we make on prisons and putting people in them and all that was going to go away. And that's why we don't do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, just like anything, you follow the money, right? You follow the money.
Yeah.
And then you figure out why shit's, the prison system's screwed up too. But drugs,
war on drugs ruined a lot of shit.
Because I remember like getting high, like when I was younger, you know, getting high. And I'd be like getting too high or something and be like, well, I ain't going. Like, I'm not going to go there because like my teacher, my mom, my neighbor, whatever is going to be there, you know? And it's just like, so then later it's like, why weren't you there? It's like, oh, I got a flat tire, you know, now you're lying. And then that's like, that's fucked up. Now you're a liar, you know, just because you wanted to get a fucking little buzz earlier. You know what I mean? It's like messed up, dude.
Yeah, true freedom is you're able to do whatever you want to yourself and not anybody else. As long as you're not
seatbelts, like seatbelts, helmets.
You think that all should be like a choice thing too? Like they shouldn't be.
Who cares? How is me wearing a seatbelt in a gnarly car crash gonna protect anyone else? Right? It's solely for me, right? Like
I never really thought about it like that.
I mean, why? Like I should be able, if I want to put my life at risk by not wearing a helmet on a motorcycle, then that's my own fucking choice.
It's kind of ridiculous now that I'm thinking about it, because I can walk outside and bang my head on the ground on purpose with no helmet on. And it's like, but I can't ride a bike without a helmet, even though I know what's going to happen if I get in a wreck. I'm going to die. But maybe that's part of what I like about riding a motorcycle or whatever the fuck. That's a pretty good point.
You know what I mean?
Not about
Mark,
it like
how do you feel about like the fact that we have to wear seatbelts and people that ride motorcycles have to wear helmets, like required by law? Like, what's your take on that? Because I feel like it's kind of in the same category as drugs. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that drugs can cause like, you know, a lot of illegal activity and stuff, like robberies and whatever. So like, but being on that topic, it just made me think like that I've had the same conversation before about seatbelts and helmets. I'm like, what does it matter if I want to put my own life at risk by not wearing a seatbelt? Like, why are you to tell me like I get doing something to protect the people of society, right? So drugs is kind of, I understand that there's negative things that come with it, but as far as the helmet and the seatbelt goes, like, what the fuck?
Well,
all right. Can I just real quick on two of those points, just real quick. And I've never fact checked this, so do not take my word for it. But the Wire TV show was based around Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore. Where they legalized basically all drugs in like 4 city blocks, and crime went down, murder went down, well, everything, you know, all crime went down, deaths went down. And then the government came in and said, you can't do this. So I don't know if that's true. That's just a rumor that I've heard. Second of all, maybe you shouldn't be ticketed if you're not wearing a helmet or a seatbelt. But to be honest, you should wear a seatbelt and a helmet.
If you have kids, you're going to tell them, put your seatbelt on. You're going to tell them, put your helmet on. You know, you're going to protect your kids at all costs. But as an adult, I feel like it's your choice. You know, it's true freedom. If you really want to be 100% free, I just don't think drugs should be illegal. I don't think you should be forced to wear a helmet or forced to. I mean, I don't know. It's your life.
I've actually been in a car where I was the passenger not wearing a seatbelt, and the driver got a ticket because it was their responsibility to tell me to wear a seatbelt when I was a goddamn adult. Yeah, and that's what I told the cop. I was like, no, it's my choice, not his. And they're like, nope.
Who are you with?
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah. And it was in California, so it was like the minimum was like $350. So
yeah, it's like $300 for a damn seatbelt ticket, which is just crazy. I mean, I wear my seatbelt, and I think everyone should wear a seatbelt. But I feel like if a person doesn't want to wear their seatbelt, they shouldn't feel like they have to otherwise there's repercussions. You know what I
Just
mean?
the
If they're over 18, that's on them.
It's the same thing with drugs. It's like I don't do, whatever, crystal meth every day. And if it's legal, it's not, and if it's illegal, that's not why I don't do
So
it.
you do it almost, you do it some days?
I don't do crystal meth every other week.
I'm just
I don't
saying.
do it every like
If it's legal tomorrow, I'm not going to be like, oh shit, it's legal. Yeah. I'm going to go get some fucking crystal meth and do it. Like, it's like,
no,
you're,
that shit is horrible for you.
it's like you, if you're a person with a mind and you understand how things work, then you understand what you're putting yourself into and you don't want to go that route, but it's like.
Well, that's where I need to learn, because alcohol is legal, which is, we've already talked about it. It's one of the worst drugs ever, but weed's legal now. And I don't do it yet.
Exactly.
I didn't run out to the store to buy weed.
Exactly.
I have, just because it was fun and I bought it for other people, but I didn't just go out and do it because it was legal.
And if it was illegal, you're not going to stop doing it because
Exactly.
Yeah, you would have got weed anyways. If like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get it no matter what.
If they made alcohol illegal, I would probably learn how to fucking brew it. Which, that's because I'm an addict to alcohol.
You'd make it in your bathtub at home?
Yeah. Well, or in the toilet.
Like they do in prison?
Again, going back to being arrested, someone offered me hooch, and I was like, come on, dude, I'm only here for so long. I ain't trying to do that.
They call it pruno. They called it hooch in there?
Hooch, yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's a Mexican thing.
Did anybody ever make you a spread?
What's that?
Were you long enough to have a spread?
I was in there for 5 days.
Okay, so they take basically like a hefty trash bag, and they put like Top Ramen, Doritos,
I heard of that.
Shake it up.
Yeah.
Just spread it on the table.
I've heard of that. I never partook in that, but I have heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was part of it one time.
Tim.
Yeah.
Do you have anything here?
Weed?
Yeah.
To partake in?
Come out here. Come out here real quick.
Yes. This is awesome.
In the house. It's so funny. Yeah, I'll just put it on too. Here, look.
Where's Zelda at?
She's in the house.
Where's the wife and kid at?
They went to Pacifica. They went to Pacifica with Kate Oram. Emma and Lily are pretty good friends, and then Kate and Sarah are pretty good friends. So,
very cool. So you guys should talk shit to my mom, because I was trying to come back to Ripon, back to
happened?
my mom and Lee's house,
and she won't let you.
Basically said no.
Should have took her up when she first said yeah, dude.
Wait, what happened?
So Mark's mom still owns that house,
the one right down the street.
And then after Lee had passed or whatever, it was like getting tossed around that Mark should maybe go live there.
Yeah.
And so then Mark's like, kind of thought about it, like halfway. It was like, I'm not doing it.
Because I have a house here.
Yeah, he's got a house there. So then recently they have a house in Manteca now, her and her new husband, and they were thinking about moving to the Ripon house and like renting that or selling it. But then they decided also not to because the COVID stuff, and it's hard to get people. You can't like just kick somebody out of a house that you're renting, like they got laws and shit.
Yeah, especially because of COVID. They
well,
made it harder.
That's like the smallest reason. The main reason is because she gets positive income from that house, and she rents it cheaper than anybody else.
Yeah.
How much is the rent? I'll pay you rent. And she said, no, I can't charge you rent. I went, all right.
It's like working for a family, you know, like when a family calls us to work, you know, it's that same feeling. Did I get it? It's just like, fuck.
Yeah, you guys really shouldn't talk shit to my mom. I was like, damn, I'm going to move back to Ripon. And then it didn't happen.
Still can move back.
Yeah, dude, I can't afford Ripon.
So when it comes to like everything in my life, I just think, what would this guy do?
Which one? This guy or that guy?
This guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, our Lord and Savior.
Oh, you love everybody.
I had they came by today.
Jesus?
Yeah, you know what sucks is like,
oh, these people?
Yeah, they don't come off like normal humans. I almost feel like if there's aliens and like robots among us, it's those guys. I feel like they're so impersonable. Is that a word? You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like they're like, hi, how are you? Good. Well,
not that
nice.
not that they're all the same. Not that anybody's all the same.
They're all the same, dude. They all come. They're hella weird. Like they know that we know. They know that we don't want them there.
So well, technically, aren't they aliens? Like, wasn't Joseph Smith? He was an alien that found some underwear and.
No, that's well, Jehovah's Witnesses, though, right? Not Mormons.
That's the Mormons.
Yeah.
The Mormons got a spaceship, and
the guys that come to your house are the Jehovah's Witnesses, correct?
The Jehovah's.
Yeah,
and they
see. We're also a informal information guide.
Yeah, this is we're gonna get the little thing that pops up on the YouTube videos that says like fact check or whatever. You got to go to fact check your shit. So yeah, Mormons have a spaceship. Here, let's look it up. Buddy knows a lot about it. I wonder if we get him to fucking hop on there.
Do you know the Scientologists? What they think is that we're all alien spirits trapped up inside of human bodies, and that we all want to go back to our home in space. I don't know what the name of it. It's like Sirius Star A or whatever. And that's why where all the negative feelings come from is because of all the aliens that are because of the alien spirits that are trapped inside of our bodies.
Oh, that's a cool one. I like it.
They don't tell you that until you get into like the 8th stage or whatever in Scientology. So you pay all the money and they keep telling you you're going to figure out this big ass fucking thing and they're going to tell you about the meaning of life. And then you get there and you pay all this money and you make it all the way up to stage 8 and they tell you that shit, which is like hella funny to me. Like I would be so disappointed. I'd be like
you're just an alien stuck in a human body.
You're an alien spirit.
Have you seen what did we watch recently? It was a Marvel movie. It was the newest Marvel movie, which was
The Eternals?
Yes. So you're not really
Joseph, have you watched any Marvel movies yet?
No, I think it's funny though that this is what they like think Jesus looks like.
Yeah, he's definitely not white.
He's definitely not white.
Like looks like I don't know, like one of your guys' uncles.
Like that person. Wait, put it back up again.
That's my uncle.
That's my wino Uncle Rick. Oh shit! How'd they get that? That's why they came by.
Like a Jew from the Middle East. Like that's what they got. That's like
he's got like red, like auburn hair, and he's like super white.
Does not look like a Jew from the Middle East. I love it.
America is dumb. We are. So
you know what, Joseph? You look like Jesus.
The like theoretical of what Jesus they think Jesus looked like. Yeah, a little bit.
Like. I wonder what he did.
You are Jesus.
No, my cousin's Jesus.
If you knocked on my door, I would listen to you.
Do you hear that joke, Mark?
What?
I said I'm not Jesus, but I got a cousin named Jesus.
Oh shit!
I really don't, but I went. It's good for the joke.
So wait, let's revisit the whole. Your mom said no. So how did this conversation go exactly? I'm curious.
So I was going to sell this house up here, and then put money down on that house. Actually, this house is worth more now. Technically, I don't know how that works, but we were gonna offer her money to pay off the house and then rent the house, so she kept getting positive income, and she's like, nah. So
That's
the
it.
whole-
She's just like, nah. All right, Mark, I love you. We're gonna go to the movies now, so I'll talk to you later.
basically.
What the fuck?
Well, because she's like, go ahead, Joseph.
I was gonna say my mom does that to me sometimes.
Dude,
It's like a parent thing.
ABC, bro. ABC every second of my life, dude.
What?
Everything.
Always be closing.
Always be closing. I'm always like, I'll never take no for an answer. Like, if you got to say no 5 times before, I'm like, all right, fine, fuck. You know what I mean?
Well,
Dude,
maybe she'll see this. Probably not, though.
I've had that same philosophy. Well, you blew it. She said no. You're like, okay. Tuck your tail between your legs.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You're saying he gave up too easily?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like my mom would be like, no. I'll be like, okay, well, how about this? You know, I'm constantly trying to sell her on letting me go, you know? So, like, I'd be
It's
like,
also
all right, well,
3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. You know, 1-car garage.
but you're in Ripon, and we could finally do something, change the world, bro. This is just the
Well,
beginning.
that's what that was my point, and be closer to her. But I also have 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a huge yard.
You have a nice house. I like your house.
It's
I love the way your house is set up. It's so sick.
It's a weird house.
It's sick.
It was either white redneck tweakers or some Mexicans, because it was like a 1-bedroom house at some point, and now it's like a 3-bedroom.
Is that what I like about it?
It's all like added on, and we've tried to figure it out. It's like
the
kind of
Mexicans
weird.
part of me likes the fact that it was once a 1-bedroom house, and
it's all been converted, you know. Because I just know, like, a lot of times these Mexicans love doing that. They fucking build in the porch, but so do my family, fucking rednecks, you know, fucking. So
But yeah, there's. I think
maybe
before
that's
I
why
bought
I
it,
get along with the Mexicans a lot.
This house had like 3 families living in it at one point.
Mexicans are like the brown rednecks, and rednecks are like white Mexicans. I don't know what that.
I like Mexicans way better than I like rednecks.
Yeah, rednecks are dumb, but you know,
They don't
check it
know.
out.
I love
Rednecks are racist. I don't know a lot of Mexicans, but Joseph used to always say back in the day that.
Oh no, that's a really good point actually. Like it's almost like the more of a quote unquote redneck you are, the more racist you are. But it's like you're like the worst of the race.
Yeah.
And then like same thing with the hardcore Mexican, like the more I guess whatever quote unquote Mexican whatever. You're like pretty racist, but it's like you're like the kind of person that everybody else is racist because of that the way you act. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a weird
Funny.
little paradigm, right?
Yeah.
So,
but you know,
so in Ripon,
rednecks like fucking Bud Light. And fucking,
and down south, it's like, you know, they're the most like against, you know,
the
most
rules and
what do
shit.
you call it? Yeah, the Bible Belt. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, the Bible Belt.
Like that's the only place, because that's the only place I've ever even felt racism was there. Like I was like, this is real racism. Like that. Like the guy was like, you're not from around here. Like you know, that kind of old school. Like, what are you doing here? You're not from around here. Kind of racism. That's the only time I've ever felt like that. Was that?
Where were you at?
Arkansas or like Kansas. I don't know, somewhere over there.
Backwoods, some redneck ass fucking place.
How
many states? How many states have you guys been to?
I've been to like half of them, I would guess.
So like, for me,
I think the last time I counted was 35.
You guys probably been more than me because you guys went on tour.
Yeah, but I don't even really count the ones on tour because it's like I got to see a fucking bar, you know, in a fucking parking lot, you know, in that state, and that was it. And a lot of them, you know? Like some of them, we got to like spend some time. Remember when we went and swam in some fucking pond in a park? It was like no swimming, like you're not supposed to swim in it. and we swam.
No,
in it.
that was New Orleans.
Was it?
Yeah.
You guys been to Louisiana?
Where Reese thought he got salmonella or something.
No, that was it.
You know,
That
Couldn't
was
see the sign until afterwards.
I think it was Arizona. We were driving and we were like driving. We had nowhere to go. And
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Big ass park and there's like ducks and shit in it. And then we just parked and there's all these signs that say no swimming, no swimming. Like the water was.
I remember that as New Orleans, or not New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah, but that was the Gulf. That was the ocean. This like literally was like grass, water. You know what I mean? It was like
I don't remember that at all.
and there's grass, and then like there's just a pond, like a ship. It was probably like a drainage ditch. You know what I mean? Anyways, but I do remember Brees like and them thinking they got all sick and shit.
Yeah,
I wanted to go there.
Louisiana's so nice. I remember it being like the greenest place I've ever like been to.
Alabama?
No, Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana?
Yeah.
It was freaking cold this last time we went. And I got like a wholly different experience the last 2 times that I went. The first time I went, I was kind of like out in the suburbs, which is it's kind of trippy. Like around here, everything has like 99, right? Highway 99. It's like everything's like just off of Highway 99, right? Like a few turns off of Highway 99. Over there, it's like you're on one road for like 40 minutes, and then you make a left, and you're on that road for like 40 minutes, and then you make like 17 lefts and rights, and then it's like it's weird, dude. It's just so different over there. Like we got on this causeway coming over this lake, which is
what's
like
a causeway?
What?
What's a causeway?
It's like a bridge, but I don't really know what the difference between a causeway is. But you know, like if you're going from Sacramento to the Bay Area, there's like that bridge and it goes over the rice paddies and stuff, and it's like this high off the ground, you know what I mean? Anyways, it's a real short, small bridge, right? So it's like going over the causeway, and once you get on this fucking road, you can't turn around. Like you're on it, and it's like 30, 40 miles before you can do anything.
Hello?
I'm getting blown up.
Well, that's isn't there like Pittsburgh, California, and I forget the other. Yeah, it's kind of an island area.
Yeah, I guess surrounded by water. But here, let me see if I can find it. So there's a lake. It's called Lake Pontchartrain, and it's freaking huge, dude. It's like 100 times bigger than Lake Tahoe.
But no way,
dude. It's okay. Yeah,
like larger, like area wise, but not deeper.
Oh, I don't know how deep it is, but dude. So
Lake Tahoe is like the 3rd deepest lake in the U.S. So
yeah, but this is a huge. Like, hey, look here. Let me show you. Oh, right.
I never know where to.
So, is it being all weird?
No,
is it like
yeah, now it is.
Yeah.
It's like flashing. It did this the other day too. It'll stop in a minute. Hang on. Try again. What is it?
Something I made last night.
It sounded crazy. I thought I couldn't tell if it was like on purpose. Let me see. All right, there it goes. Okay, so check this out, dude. So this fucking lake. So this road right here, dude. Oh, God, you all right? Don't die.
I was trying to laugh, and then I choked on my beer. It's a bad thing.
So, it's saltwater. So it's the 2nd largest inland saltwater. But anyways, this is like a causeway. It's not like the Bay Bridge, and it's not like the Golden Gate Bridge. It's just like a road. Like it's not even a bridge. It's just a road.
Right. There's something like that in California, though, right?
Yeah, but it's not as long, and it's 80. It's Highway 80 in between Sacramento and like San Francisco. Like that's.
No, I'm thinking like Pittsburgh to.
Yeah, out that way too. It's
We
kinda
used to
similar.
work there. We used to
but
work
it's not-
there.
You're thinking of Discovery Bay, which is not even close, like to being this big. So look, Discovery Bay.
No, I was talking about causeways, though.
Oh,
I was
I don't
talking
know.
about the Cosby sweater.
yeah. So basically, we were in New Orleans, right here, right in the French Quarter. So we were like,
That's it. Did you drink a
Jackson.
hurricane for me or what?
so we stayed like right here somewhere. No, I didn't really drink. Anyways, we stayed somewhere. We went to Jackson Square, which was cool. Yeah, we stayed like over here somewhere by the Superdome. But anyways, and then the wedding and shit was over here. So this road is like you get on this fucking road, and it's like you're on it for an hour. So I just always thought it would be funny, like if somebody like forgot their phone or something, you know, like you get on this road and then you can't. There's nothing you can do. You're just on the road. So, anyways, I don't know. I was gonna look up something else.
Do you remember the
Discovery
bridge?
Bay.
What was it? It's the bridge. We got stuck on it with JR once.
Yeah, I know what bridge you're talking about. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a one-lane
Starts
bridge.
with a D.
Dumbarton.
Something like that.
I think
But
this is it.
that was kind of the same thing. You can't turn around. There's no way. And we were stuck on it for like 3 hours.
Oh, I remember that. Is that when we were jumping out the pits on the side of the freeway and shit?
Hmm.
So this is Discovery Bay. This is what you're talking about. So this is Discovery Bay, right? It's just like it's not even the same thing. And then over here is where you're talking about Pittsburgh and stuff. It's over, but I mean it's not even close to that other thing. Anyway,
I thought there was like an island. Yeah, there's an island right there.
well, it's not it's not an island, it's just on like see how you can I can't really anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care either. I don't know why I care. I don't know why we're doing that, talking about that. This is what we talk about. Normally we just talk hella shit. All right. I think that's it. I don't
Are
think
you
we're gonna
done?
get on tonight. I was hoping we got one on soon, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So, episode 5. Mark put a shirt on.
I have a shirt on.
I think that's gonna be the title. The title. Mark put a shirt on. And Joseph's here,
Well,
so we're gonna make some.
You know, if
beats.
these people ever see it,
Stay
get
out.
the mic out of the way.
I'll listen to them. I'll
Yeah.
check them out.
I love you
they're
guys.
pretty good.
I love you, Mark. Have a
Wait,
good night.
before you go, let me roll
Hey,
the
y'all.
outro. I gotta roll the outro. Hold up.
Oh, okay.
Should we say something at the end of every game? At the end of every game. At the end of every.
What do you got coming out, Timo?
I got an NFT I just launched.
I saw that. I don't even know
Yeah.
what that means.
Me neither.
It's a non-fungible token.
Okay.
It's like a crypto.
What's that
coin,
mean?
Kind of.
What's it mean, though?
So like $1 is a fungible token. Like you give me $1, I'll give you like 4 quarters back. It's equal value, right? So it's like, I don't know. I don't completely understand it, but non-fungible token means it's like it's like unique. It's one of a kind, right? So it's like one thing. So basically it could be valued at, I don't know. I don't really want to get into it that too much, but it's basically like a crypto coin. So we made 1,000 of them, and there's a theme behind it that once we sell, after we sell one, we're gonna take all of the money. We're gonna take out taxes, and then we're gonna take all the money and like give it away. So like we'll order a pizza, like so. Right now, the Ethereum or the prices that we set is 0.0025 Ethereum, I think it is, which is like $130. So if somebody buys one, we're gonna stash $30 for taxes, and then we're gonna order a pizza and then tip them $100, and we're gonna make a video out of it. And then we're gonna use that video to promote the NFT. So every time one sells, and then once 50% of all of the NFTs are sold, we're going to donate a percentage. We haven't figured out the exact percentages because we wanted to do half of the money at half of them sold. But if we're giving the money away each time it's sold, so I don't know, we're going to have to figure that part out. But then we're going to donate to charity, and everybody that has bought one of the NFTs gets to vote on what charity the money goes to or whatever. So out of 50,
really cool.
Yeah, so 50% of them we're going to sell. So we're basically not going to really make any money on them. We're just going to try to, because it's called Save the World. So here, look, let me just pull it up real quick, just as to give a visual. So I don't know if you guys know who Mr. Beast is.
Of course, I think everybody knows. I don't know who he is, but
I don't know who he is, but I know of him. But I don't know, like I couldn't tell you who he was if you showed me a picture of him or whatever.
All right, so there's this guy who's like a YouTuber, and he just like gives away hella money, and like he's a super like huge YouTuber, right? So Mr. Beast.
Is he kid friendly?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah, no, he is. So I mean, he makes like $1 million videos and shit. Like he recreated Squid Games and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
He like had a store where everything's
Never
free.
watched that one either.
So this is our collection. And have you guys heard of the Bored Apes or whatever at all? Like barely. Crypto Punks. Have you heard any about that at all? All right.
No.
So basically it's just an NFT. And they're all different. They're all one of a kinds. So they're like rare, right? And then the ones without the shirt, there's actually 1,000 of them, but it takes a long time to upload. So it's taken a while for all of them to go up. But
so let me just ask you this. Like, if I made a painting, what is the difference? Like, I mean, I understand that you're making like images on the computer, but why is this?
I don't know how to explain it, dude. Like, I don't know. It's just like, why would you collect baseball cards? Why do you collect baseball cards? Like, why would one? Why would one
collect them? Because I would think they would be worth money one day. That's why.
And why would they be worth money?
Because they're old and rare.
And they're rare.
Yeah, rare.
So
but they're not anymore. That's the problem. Is baseball cards are not rare anymore.
Some of them are.
Get past that. Get past that.
See, you're wrong about that. So
yeah, because a Babe Ruth rookie card is worth like.
Hey, a fucking Derek Jeter, fucking 1/1 foil printed fucking card from Topps is still worth like $1,000.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's only one of them, and there's probably like 100,000 cases that have them in there. So like, because Jeffrey does it, his side hustle is he buys these diamond boxes from Topps.
You see this right here?
Yep, I see it.
Mark McGwire rookie card.
Mark McGwire.
This is worth as much money as I paid for it 20 years ago.
And how much did you pay for it 20 years ago?
Like $25 or something.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about right. But there are cards that are worth thousands.
That's what I'm saying. Your cards aren't worth shit, but
my cards aren't worth shit.
Like, listen. So Jeffrey, he buys cards.
A lot of money.
So he buys cards, and he buys a box, an unopened box from the factory, from Topps or Donruss. Like, you can't go to the store and buy them. So you go online, you buy them, and each box you're guaranteed, depending on the box that you buy, you're guaranteed like one of one. You know, you'll get like one of 5. You might get a platinum card.
I have to argue with you though, because it's not.
How are you going to argue with me when I'm just telling you what somebody else does?
Well, because the problem is it's the 1 of 1. It's not the, like, if you can buy a card, but this card would be this one again. This one right here.
It's probably like
would be
100,000 of
thousands
those
of dollars. thousands of dollars if there was a mistake made on it. But this one doesn't have a mistake on it.
Well, yeah, because the
So-
ones with the mistakes are rare.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Move on. I'm sorry.
So basically, if something's rare, so if there's only one was printed, then that's rare. There's only one. But the majority
But
of the
here-
baseball cards that come, the majority of the cards that come in the box are your standard whatever cards. They're just like, I don't fucking
Right.
know anybody's names, but you know what I mean. So what my cousin does, look here, I'm showing you on screen right now. They're fucking doing it. But my cousin buys these boxes, and when you buy the boxes, you're guaranteed to get X amount of valuable and rare cards. Now, there's X amount of baseball teams. What is there? 40 teams, 30, how many ever teams there are, right? So he buys these
Yeah, I don't
boxes like
remember.
you're watching, right? So this guy probably paid like $1,000 for this box. But there's a chance that there's the Mark McGwire one-on-one signed platinum fucking whatever, and there's only one that's ever been printed, and they're in one of these orange boxes, right? But you don't know that.
Actually, signing the card actually devalues it, but let's move on.
Never mind. It's impossible to explain an idea thoroughly to you because you just like are just trying to say something. I don't know. But anyways,
Well, yeah. You missed
see all
my
these
sweet
people?
spot like an hour ago.
see all these people on the left here on the screen? So what my cousin does is people buy. So people will say, okay, I want in. So he's like, okay, I pay $1,000 for this box. I'll let 10 people come in. It's $100 per team. Right. So then, or whatever the teams, let's say there's 10 teams. It's $100 per team. So pick your team. So you say, okay, here's my $100. I want every Oakland Athletics card that comes in. So hopefully you get that rare Oakland card that you wanted. You know what I mean? Because if you're into this, you know what you're looking for. You know, because you know what's out there. They do it on purpose. They say, hey, you know, we're releasing a platinum hologram fucking whatever Derek Jeter 1 of 1 or 1 of 5 on this next release. So all the heads, the card heads or whatever, they know that. So they're actively looking for these they call them live breaks, card breaks. So this guy doesn't know what's in the box either. It's cellophane and wrap. So this card right here, whatever team that was it Nuggets? So on the left, you got the names over here, like Juicealoth picked the Indiana Pacers. So every Indiana Pacers, the card that comes in, he gets it. And if it just so happens to be the rare card, then he fucking made his money. You know what I mean? So there's like a huge money in this. This is a huge space on YouTube right now. And my Jeffrey's been doing it now for like 2 years now. And he makes like money. Fritos.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does it on Instagram. He goes live on, it's called Cool Baseball Memorabilia or something like that.
That's sick. That's right up his alley.
So it looks like he's just buying. So he's buying, see, there's like 3 cards in there, right? So who knows? Could be like a 1 of 5 or, you know what I mean? Or a 1 of 20. Because he says basically when you buy these boxes, like you're guaranteed valuable cards and almost always you'll break even on the box. He's like, but
low risk, high reward.
It's low risk, high reward. But if you do these breaks, then you can make hella money. But like I said, I don't know how many baseball teams are. Let's say there's 40 baseball teams and you don't get 40
people. 32, but I'm not
so
sure.
There's 32 baseball teams, but say you only get 22 people to sign up. There's 10 teams in limbo. Well, then you're just going to eat those, right? You're going to eat them whether they're valuable or not. So there's like, and then you could like, it's a hustle, right? Like, it's not like easy money. Like, it's a hustle, but it's a cool little hustle if you got the money. If you got the money to spend,
you like already have the money, then yeah.
Yeah, you know, you invest $5,000, you could easily make 10 grand. You know, you buy them and then you schlep them fucking off to the heads.
Make some quick money
to the card heads or whatever. Yeah, so I don't know. I just thought it was a cool little hustle.
Shit.
But look, all these people are doing this right now live. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit! Look at all these guys are doing live card breaks right now. Here's basketball.
So I just wanted to. I don't know how to share it on my phone.
I don't think you can on your phone. I don't know. Try it. Oh, like froze. It froze you.
What would I hit if I wanted to try to share something?
Tim, do you have a bottle of water?
There's like filtered water in the fridge. Help yourself, or we can go to the store. We're about to get off right here, anyways. But let me see.
We're gonna get off.
Okay. Well, it was just funny because someone just sent me a text message. Some girl, some robot was like, "Hey, I don't remember you, but do you want to hang out?" And sent me a picture.
Oh,
I was gonna try to share it, but
did I send you? I know it's here.
So okay, go back to the NFTs though. So
No,
why is the NFTs like a popular thing? Because anybody can make one, right?
Yep, anybody can make one. It just is. I don't know why.
Okay.
Like I really don't. Like I'm just. It's one of those things that it's like Bitcoin came around. I was like, what the
It's
fuck
like
is that?
YouTube.
That sounds retarded, whatever. But
Yeah,
now I'm wishing
YouTube.
out
I don't get it.
Now I'm wishing out a bot like, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin when I first heard about it.
Mark, did you just say you don't get YouTube?
I don't get YouTube.
Really?
I don't know how to do this.
So fun.
I'm on here now.
So fun.
It's fun now because I get to hang out with you guys every day. Every time we do this, it's fun for me, but I don't know how to do it.
Basically, so when I first
like
originally
whatever you
started,
like, you just look it up and watch it.
You just look it up and watch it. It's so easy.
Anything that you can think of that you like is pretty much on there.
Well, I do that. I do that a lot.
Yeah. So what do you mean you don't get it? It's great.
What?
I don't think you can. There's no option to do that.
Do what?
Share your screen from your.
So I got a robot or whatever from a girl texting me saying, "Hey, we met at one point. I forget what you look like." Yeah, so I was gonna share her picture, but I don't, But the whole NFT, I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but it's just because I'm ignorant. I just want to understand it, but I kind of get it, but I don't get it.
So okay, so like what some people are doing is like they're doing it with songs right now.
Dude, this could be worth millions of dollars, but it's not.
So they're doing it with music. I kind of wanted to maybe try it out with music once after this little run and after I learn a little bit. But this is what some YouTubers are starting to do this, and a lot of musicians have been doing this, and I didn't really know this. But so you say, okay, I'm gonna do a song. I'm gonna give out 50 shares out of 100 to this song. I'm gonna sell. So basically, I'm gonna sell like with a one share, you have 1% of a stake in this song. So say like you release a song over the next 100 fucking years, whatever that song makes, people are like, okay, how much is a share? It's $1,000 to buy one share of the next Machine Gun Kelly song. So you pay $1,000, you got 1%, you hold this share, and then
MGK, you get, but whatever.
Place your artist, okay? So then you throw me off. See, you don't even make me want to explain it anymore.
I'm sorry.
Like, not even working. Like you're not even listening. You're just waiting to say something. Like, okay. So, anyways, you put out a fucking song. You buy $1,000 share for this song. This song goes on for the eternity. Gets picked up on all this shit. Whatever. Who knows, right? Say the song makes $10 million. Then you made $100,000 off of your $1,000, right? Because you have a 1% stake in that song. If somebody wants to buy rights for that song to use in a YouTube video or a music video or a commercial or gets performed at anything, whatever, right?
You get money.
So I don't know. So that's kind of what it is. And the thing that makes it like crypto is it's it's like a ledger. It's an online ledger that's public. So anytime it gets moved, there's a record of it. Not necessarily linked to like you, but it's linked to an address. So it can never, nothing like, it's all
Can't
public.
be counterfeit. It can't be counterfeit.
Can't be counterfeit. There's only X amount. Like Bitcoin, there's only 71 million Bitcoin. There's less now because they've burned them, right? They just destroyed them, like burning dollar bills. It's gone. You can never spend that dollar ever again. It's burned, right? So they do that with the crypto, which limits the supply, which means the price goes up because now you have something that's more valuable because there's less of them.
How do they burn it?
I'm not sure how they do it. I put it in a folder and delete it. I don't know. Like I've like accepted the fact, like it's like watching a movie. You suspend your disbelief. With a lot of this internet shit, I just accept the fact I don't need to understand how it works because it's been proven that it fucking works. I don't try to understand how fucking like a magnet works or like how the TV fucking makes images on my screen. You know, like I fundamentally get it. It's light and particles and electrodes and LEDs, but I don't try to understand it. You know what I mean? So with this crypto, I take the same kind of understanding towards it. I'm like, I don't need to understand the every little like part of it because obviously it's working. So I'm just going to like, okay, I accept it. I'll suspend my disbelief and I'm just going to like accept it and buy in. You know what I mean? If that helps. Mark, we're past the Mark's sweet spot. It's like visual now. It's like
I already said that. You can't steal it from me.
It's visually apparent that Mark's sweet spot has been surpassed. When this.
So what I don't understand is with NFTs, just like comic books, just like baseball cards, just like any sports cards, there's a limited amount, but people are just making cartoons and trying to sell it, or taking pictures and trying to sell it. What am I missing?
It doesn't have to be a picture. It could be anything, but it is a picture. Like,
but that, yeah.
It's like, why
would I want to buy that? What would make me want to buy something like that?
So in the future, when we're living in the metaverse, you can hang it on your wall and nobody else can hang it on their wall because you have it. And if somebody wants to hang it on their wall, then they have to buy it from you.
Speaking of the metaverse, they just lost $223 million.
Well, that's the metaverse, but there's three.
Just like Spotify just lost $230 billion. Like, so why would I buy into this?
You're right. I know it's a horrible idea. Keep your money. Take your money instead. Take your money instead and go buy a better mic for next time. Or a laptop. Seriously, like the amount of money to go buy a decent mic and a decent, your web camera is okay.
Why are you holding your mic so close to your face?
To get a better webcam and a better mic, you could probably literally buy like a Chromebook.
Talking to the mic like this.
Well, you don't shut up.
Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna go because Joseph's here and we're gonna do music stuff.
All right. Well, you should film that too.
Nah, maybe if you lived in Ripon, you could film it. Oh wait, you shake too much. You can't do that either.
Yeah, I can.
I know. That's what
I've had enough beers where I'm not shaking as much. You know.
I've been there. I've been there for sure.
I know. Joseph was there. Joseph did it. Joseph beat the odds, bro.
I remember waking up shaking. Good time.
Go ahead, Joseph.
All right, I got to run the outro. All right, that's episode 5. There was some good stuff in there. There's a couple good little things.
Dude, when are you guys going to send me a fucking burrito?
I'll bring you one. We're gonna bring you one in a couple weeks here.
Okay, I like that.
And then we're gonna do live podcast where we're all in the same room. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, I love you.
Blows by then.
I love you guys for watching. Somebody watched for a little bit, but they're gone now.
I love you guys so much.
I love you.
I'll see you guys soon.
Send me whatever music you make tonight.
All right.
We might not make anything.
Well, let's do this.
But we also might make something.
We might.
Yeah.
We might or we might not.
We probably will.
Don't have that kind of personality, Tim. Come on.
Mountain Dew.
Tim.
Hit me
I don't
up.
even know what's going on there.
Hit me up in the emails. Hit me up in the DMs. Let's talk.
All right. I love you guys.
I love you.
Later.
Where the hell am I? Love you.